Hello, hello, hello. This is Kathy Cross Reese coming to you on day 132 of 365 days of reflections. Reflections to share with you of today's events, as well as Proverbs of the day, which is Proverbs 12. I love this Proverbs that starts out with being teachable. I believe that we all, if we want to grow, need to be teachable. And that's how it starts out. It says to learn, and this is in the NLT. To learn, you must love discipline. It says it is stupid to hate correction, right? And to be teachable. Other versions say to be teachable, right? In order to be teachable, I heard it explained another way. Even though you know something, it's good to listen to others and hear perspectives because you might actually learn something new about the thing that you think you already know. So that is definitely a lesson for me. Today starts out like every day, which is with communion. Let me make sure I'm looking at the chat because it seems as though the times I don't look at the chat are the times where people want to engage. So I am going to type in the chat, how was your day? Because we are reflecting on the day. So I hope you had an amazing day. I had a full day of Zooms and a day of learning, a day of completion. I finished one of the books that I've been working on. My goal is to complete a book a week. And so I am getting caught up on that. I finished Tiny Habits, which I started earlier this year, and then I just stopped and started picking up other books. But I realized that I need to complete what I start before I jump into something else. That's just something I'm working on because I'm actually giving a talk this weekend on procrastination, and I'm finding I have all these unfinished projects. Who can identify with that? Have all these unfinished projects that need to be completed so that I can make movement, massive strides in the areas in which I want to grow. Wow, so many areas I want to grow. But in order to do that, I really need to take care of these foundational matters. So that's just me. I don't know about you. But I've been in, wow, a lot of different rooms today with Zoom. Today, Monday is my Zoom day, and Thursdays are my meeting days. So today, I actually feel like I have a little bit of Zoom fatigue, if there's such a thing. I'm learning that if I stand up during Zoom and exercise during Zoom, I can actually get a lot more in me. And so one of the calls that I want to share with you was one that Pedro has on the gathering, and he has a 6:30 and a 3:30. So I was on the 6:30 call, and I caught the tail end. Well, I caught most of Kingdom Seekers where he talked about the gathering, about the religious spirit, the poverty spirit, the political spirit. And in the afternoon, when he talked about it, there was a share that was profound. The share had to do with and it was very much in alignment with what I've been sharing in one of the rooms that I host called These Three Words. And the question that Pedro posed was, what do I need to let go of? What religious spirit do I need to what spirit do I need to let go of? Whether it's religious spirit, poverty spirit, political spirit, those are the three primary ones that he discussed. And in the room that I shared, I just said, what do I need to let go of in my heart? So I was basically leaving it. And so it just shows how the Spirit of God is just, he's in alignment and he's moving and he's pulling out those in things that aren't in alignment with him for those who are seeking him. And so when the share came forward, and I can't remember the lady's name, but when she shared, it was at the very end. It may have been in the morning. Because I was on Zoom all day, I can't remember if it was in the morning or the afternoon. And so when she shared, she talked about the man at the tombs who was cutting himself, and he was shackled and he had all these spirits in him. And when he was asked, he said, "My name is Legion," which means many. And so when, I believe it was Jesus, when Jesus came, yeah, he, the, I don't know if it was Jesus, so let me not emphatically say who said what, except for the Legion spoke, asking if he's going to be cast out, if they are going to be cast out. They wanted to be able to go into the pigs, right? They wanted to be able, because the spirits have to live inside of a body in order for them to exist. They don't exist in inanimate objects, right? It has to be something living, right? They want to possess a soul, which is why some people are possessed, right? And so when she said that, the analogy of legion, she said, what if religion and legion was God asking us what, well, let me see how she said it. If God's asking us what legion needs to come out of religion, right? Religion, legion. What legion needs to come out of religion and be, cast out? And so, and I may not be saying it exactly the way she said it, but it was profound how she said it and how it was received, because it was so powerful that it's not just one, right? Pedro was asking us to put one thing, one of these, spirit of religion, spirit of poverty, spirit of political spirit. He was asking us to put down one. But when she brought up legion, it just showed us that there are many, many things inside of us, not just one thing. There are many things inside of us that need to go, that need to go. Like, leave this vessel, leave this body. And so we spent quite a bit of time just praying and believing and asking and leaning into the release of that, to let that go and to cast it out. Anything that's not in alignment with Him. And it's basically the same question that I asked in my room, which it's incredible how all of this lines up. But in my room, I asked, and let me see if I can pull up the question. It's on my Word document here. See if I can find it. So the question I asked was, what do I need to tear down in my heart to honor God and worship Him fully? It was very much in alignment with the question that was asked this morning or this afternoon. I can't remember if it was this morning or afternoon. Man, it was powerful. So powerful. So powerful. So that is my share for today. So the question remains, what do you need to let go of? What needs to come out of your heart and be cast out so that you can fully worship God, fully be in His presence, fully surrender to Him, His will, His way? So that is my share for tonight. The question, take some time and ponder that question for yourself. Put something in the chat. Let me know where you're at with that. It's powerful. If you do the work, it's powerful. So thank you for being with me tonight on day 132. And I'll close this out with my Kira Burnett song. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. It seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. Good night, everyone. Remember, if you like what you're hearing and you want more, like, subscribe.